Hi, welcome to Bookie. Today we will unlock the book Genghis Khan and the Making of the Modern World. Genghis Khan, who lived in the 13th century, is one of the most eminent statesmen and militarists in world history. It took him a mere 25 years to occupy about 1/3 of the world, and realize the dream of conquest that the Romans failed to do in 400 years. Almost 800 years has passed since his time. Why do we say that he still has a profound impact on today's world? Actually, Genghis Khan's legacies can be found in many aspects of the modern society. These include, among others, nations' borders, politics, technology, war, commerce, clothing, art, literature, language, and music. For instance, in terms of national territory, China largely inherited the territory of the Yuan Dynasty, whose founder was Kublai Khan, Genghis Khan's grandson. In terms of war, the Mongols invented blitzkrieg, which was used by the Germans in the Second World War. In terms of food, the powdered milk we all like to drink was invented by the Mongols. In terms of language, the word hooray in English was transliterated from the exclamation by the Mongols. In terms of technology, the Mongols brought printing, gunpowder, and the compass to Europe. Of the three inventions, the invention of printing laid the foundation for the Renaissance in Europe. The invention of gunpowder brought about the military revolution in Europe. The invention of the compass was of even greater significance. If it were not for the compass, there would not have been the big maritime navigation era, nor would there have been global colonialism, or the present world order. Hence, Genghis Khan had a great influence on the order of the world today. So how did he do it? The book Genghis Khan and the Making of the Modern World unveils the answer. The author of this book is Jack Weatherford, a famous American expert on Mongolian history in the Yuan Dynasty. He is a Ph.D. graduate of anthropology from the University of California San Diego, and the first scholar to obtain an honorary doctorate in anthropology from the Chinggis Khan University in Mongolia. He is also the first scholar to study Mongolian history from the perspective of anthropology. To write this book, the author spent 13 years and traveled in at least 8 countries, and studied the history of the Mongol Empire along the route of Genghis Khan's conquest. Finally, he managed to complete this book. We will now explain to you how Genghis Khan influenced the modern world in 3 parts. Part 1, Who was Genghis Khan? Part 2, What route did Genghis Khan take to conquer the world? Part 3, How did Genghis Khan influence today's world order? Alright, let's first get to Part 1. Who was Genghis Khan? Genghis Khan was born in 1162 in the He Mountains, which is near the border of today's Mongolia and Siberia. During this period, the activities of the Mongolian tribes were limited to a very small area in the northeast of Mongolia. There were many tribes in this small region, big and small. Wars often broke out between tribes for the purpose of seizing property and kidnapping women. That's what happened to Genghis Khan's mother when she was kidnapped by his father Yeshige. Genghis Khan's mother was Ho-Lun, and Chili-Du was her first husband. After their wedding, Chili-Du took Ho-Lun back to his own tribe, but Ho-Lun was kidnapped on their way back home. While passing a valley, they met a hunter who was taken with Ho-Lun's beauty, so he then decided to take her home. Immediately, he rode back to his camp and plotted with his 2 brothers to help with the kidnapping. Ironically, this hunter who was planning on kidnapping Ho-Lun was Genghis Khan's father Yeshige. While fleeing from the attack of the hunters, Chili-Du and Ho-Lun found themselves driven into corners with no way out. If they were caught, Chili-Du would be killed by Yeshige for sure. Ho-Lun didn't want to see her husband killed, so she convinced Chili-Du to flee alone. While she stayed and surrendered, she told him, "If you live, there will be maidens for you on every front and in every cart. You can find another woman to be your bride, and you can call her Ho-Lun in place of me." Chili-Du had no choice but to grab Ho-Lun's clothes, slowly walking away, looking back every step he took. Taking Ho-Lun home, Yeshige then made her his second wife. They had no idea that this kidnapping would change not only the fate of Ho-Lun, but also the fate of the whole world.